Hello and welcome back to another edition of Teacher Talk second grade. And hey, I've got an awesome one for us today. Ricotta's Mighty Robot. This is book 1. Let's do a book review on it today. I'll show you the front, the back of the book, the spine of the book. We'll also read chapter 1 together. And I'll talk a little bit about Dav Pilkey, the amazing Dav Pilkey, the genius Dav Pilkey. Man, this guy is awesome. I'll explain to you why I have so much respect for him and some of these other children's authors as well. And also, we'll talk a little bit about leveling. This guy comes in at the level L on the GRL. So why don't we do that? Why don't we talk about leveling just to get going here? As you see, this is a level L. And I have, by the way, the rest of this series over here. And I'm going to let you guys vote with your subscribers. If you hit that bell after you subscribe and also give me a thumbs up. All of those things are indications to let me know, hey, I like this video. I like what you're doing with these videos in general. Also, put some comments down below. Would you rather me do a book report individually on each one of these books or maybe go on to a different book series? I've been listening, and if you've noticed my videos, I am doing the videos that are most requested. So go ahead and chime on in. Put your vote in. Okay, so the level L on the guided reading level. Here's my opinion. There's several different leveling systems. And you have to be very careful as a student, a parent, and as a teacher. I've learned a lot of lessons throughout the years in that the leveling systems are not always accurate. They're sort of a guide. And especially when we get into the graphic novels, which this is one of, the graphic novels, that it really can cause the system to be a little slight bit off. So while this is an L, my opinion is readers, even all the way down at like a GH level, on the guided reading level, could start reading this maybe with a teacher or a parent or older sibling next to them and give it a read through one time. And here's what's really awesome about this book series. This book series I would equate to my kids watching Star Wars Lego movie. They've watched it 50 times and they want to keep on watching it over and over again. This is a book series that the kids in my class and my third grader want to read over and over and over again. In fact, the series that we're looking at right now is my son's, who's now in third grade, and usually he donates his books to my classroom. And these were all bought for him out of his own money and a little bit of birthday money. But he bought all these books, and they're not cheap, by the way. He bought all these books, and he's like, Dad, I want to keep these in my personal library at home. And of course, I told him that is okay to do. But that's how much he loves them, and he has reread each one of these books. I'm going to say at least 5 to maybe as many as 10 to 15 times. He just loves these books. So let's move on to where to buy them. I bought these guys on Amazon. These are the hard-covered books, and when you buy the hard-covered books, you get colored pictures. My warning is, yes, if you're low on funds and your financial situation is that you can't afford to get these, then you might want to get the paperback that come in black and white pictures. I do not get nearly the same response in my classroom to the black and white paperback books. These are just cool to have a end of first, beginning second grader with a book like this in their hands. They think it's cool, I think it's cool, and they read them like crazy. So if you can afford it, these cost about $12 to $15 each on Amazon. So they're a little bit pricey. I haven't seen them very much on Scholastic. And by the way, if you know where to buy them cheaper, let me know. All right. So Dav Pilkey, the genius. Here's the reason I say he's such a genius. He struggled in school. He's told us that in some of his books, and he explains to us that he had a learning disability, and he used to sit outside in, I believe, second grade and kind of get kicked out of the classroom. And that's where he started doing his sort of cartoons and started doing his graphics and coming up with these comic ideas and coming up with George and Harold. And so this is the same author who came up with Captain Underpants and Dogman, and all these ideas started going. And I think it's such a cool story because for those kids who struggle in school, Dave can connect to you, and so can I, by the way. I also kind of struggled in school, and that's what makes this so fun and exciting is when I see the reluctant readers, the students who really don't want to read, and all of a sudden they just are reading like crazy. This is a book to get them hooked. So if you're a parent out there, you have a first, beginning, second grader, or someone reading about that level, this is the series to get to hook them in there. And then you can move up to the Dogmans, Captain Underpants, and some of that other fun stuff. All right, I know you're telling me, come on, read the book. All right, we'll get to it. We will read chapter 1, I promise. So I do want to give some respect also to Dan Santat, which I'm probably mispronouncing. Sorry about that, Dan. But Dave and Dan working together on this book and book series. Awesome, awesome series. So, it says on the back, we don't have too many words here, but Dav Pilkey, the creator of Captain Underpants, and Dan Santat, the creator of Sidekicks, join forces for a fantastic adventure about a little mouse and his big best friend. Featuring Flipperama. If you know Dav Pilkey, you know that he loves his Flipperamas, and so do we, by the way. Flip the pages to animate the action, plus all new mini comics inside. So again, I'll show you the binding. This is book 1. There are a total of 9 books. For you parents out there, one of the tricks to getting your reluctant reader to read like crazy, find a book series, find a good fit, and then obviously you can buy that series and you don't have to play the game of trying to find a book that they like. All right, let's open it up. Here's our chapters. All right, chapter 1. Ricky. There once was a mouse named Ricky Ricotta who lived in Squeakyville with his mother and father. Ricky liked living with his mother and father, but sometimes he got lonely. Ricky wished he had a friend to keep him company. Don't worry, said Ricky's father. Someday something big will happen and you will find a friend. So Ricky waited. So you can see, friends, lots and lots of pictures. The amount of words, the volume of words is what makes this book a little bit more readable for those levels that might be a little bit below L. And it's not too many words on a page. Lots of graphics, very enthralling. And I'll tell you what, I said only 1 chapter. Why don't we read chapter 2? All right. Chapter 2, The Bullies. Ricky liked school, but he did not like walking to school. This was because Ricky was very small and sometimes bullies picked on him. They don't look like very nice guys. Where do you think you're going? Asked one of the bullies. Ricky did not answer. He turned and started to run. The bullies chased him. They knocked Ricky down and threw his backpack into a garbage can. Poor Ricky, he doesn't look very happy. Every day the bullies chased Ricky. Every day they knocked him down. And every day Ricky wished something big would happen. All right, friends, that's the first 2 chapters. There's chapter 3, Dr. Stinky McNasty. And by the way, Dav Pilkey does a fantastic job of knowing just the right amount of humor to throw into these books without getting overboard so that the kids can still, this is an awesome book to have in the classroom. It's that right amount of humor without the kids getting too silly, goofy with it. So anyway, guys, hey, I hope you enjoyed that one. And again, if you like this video and you want me to do some more on this series, hit subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss any of my videos, and give me a thumbs up and I'll know to keep doing these kind of videos. All right. My son is standing in front of me and he's saying 3, 3, 3. And I think he's telling me, hey, go ahead and read chapter 3 to him. I think they'll love it. Yep, he's giving me the thumbs up on it. All right, friends, you want chapter 3? Let's do chapter 3. That's it, though. No more. Only chapter 3. Dr. Stinky McNasty. That day at school, Ricky ate lunch by himself. Then he went outside for recess. He watched the other mice play a game of kickball. Ricky did not know that something big was about to happen, but it was. In a recent cave above the city, a mad doctor was planning something evil. Dr. Stinky McNasty had created a mighty robot. I will use this robot to destroy the city, said Dr. Stinky, and soon I will rule the world. Dr. Stinky led his mighty robot into town. Robot, said Dr. Stinky, let's have some fun. All right, chapter 4, the mighty robot. No, no, no. I know you saying please, please, please. I'm going to stop it there, friends, and I want to make sure that you understand what this channel is about. I want to introduce these books to you. I want to read a little bit so you can see if it's a good fit for you. By the way, if you want to show mom, dad, teacher that you can read this, press pause on the video, read it to them. So, but the whole point of this is I want you guys to go out. I want you to practice reading these books, gain your knowledge, enjoy moving up those book levels and having fun while you learn and excel at reading. All right, guys, I appreciate your time. We'll see you next time here on Teacher Talks.